Hi friends, we're back with another art journaling video. I'm Strawberry. Thank you so much for being here. And today we're doing the Moonlit Trinity Part 1. So the previous spread, as you saw, was Baby Sylvia, and that man right there, that's who we're starting with in this art journal in the Moonlit Trinity. Obviously older, because Sylvia's older, but that is Alton, fan favorite. That is Isla, and that is Luan. I call these people the adults of the Moonlit Trinity, and just because they're the founding members and they're the three, like, not grown-ups, because Sylvia and Janice, Artem and Ymir aren't, well, Ymir is a kid, but, I mean, he's not a kid, he's like 19, but the rest of them, they're so much younger than the quote-unquote adults, so we call them the adults. But the Moonlit Trinity is a traveling performing troupe founded by these three. And Alton right here is Sylvia's father, and Luan over there to the left is Artem's father, and Isla is the one that keeps everything from falling apart. She was also kind of like a surrogate mother to Sylvia, because Sylvia's own mother was not there for Sylvia during her life, essentially. And so Isla was very much a surrogate mother for Sylvia. So these three are the founding members of the Moonlit Trinity, and these characters, along with all the other ones made of the Moonlit Trinity, were made by Ylsa, and these were all Sylvia's backstory characters. So these are Ylsa's characters, and Ylsa, of course, as always, made the art. It was awesome because with each of my players, I did pre-campaign stuff. So I did pre-campaign stuff with Sylvia, and it wasn't a situation of Ylsa just made these characters for Sylvia's backstory, and I never, like, actually saw them. I got to play all of these characters, which was, at first, super overwhelming because I am playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different characters in one scene, and this was my first time DMing, so it was not overwhelming, but it was certainly a test. I will say that. But I'm glad I did it, because if you could play 7 characters in one scene, you can do anything. I have an attachment to these characters. I love them so much because I actually got to play them, and they were the first NPCs that I really got to play as a DM. You know, so they have a special place in my heart, and I miss them a lot. Alton is just that very chill, unbothered dude. He is the guy that always has, you know, he's always laughing, he's always joking around, he's always being silly, and he's the one that comes up with the crazy ideas. And he's just a great guy. He's a fun guy to be around. He's so relaxed, and he's a lot of fun to play as well. He doesn't mind Sylvia, you know, growing up and getting into mischief and, you know, whatever she really wants to do, to be honest. He's like, yeah, go for it, girl. Because he's the same way. He's also got a very large drinking tolerance. I think Luan does too, which is why I think, despite Sylvia's damperism, is also why she has a huge drinking tolerance. Her drinking tolerance is better than Kaze's, the full vampire. So that's kind of bonkers. But he's just an amazing dude, and I love him a lot. And I know Sylvia misses him a lot, you know, because growing up, all she had was her dad. I mean, she had the rest of the Moonlit Trinity, who she definitely saw as family, but biologically, all she had was her dad. And they've been through a lot together, because not only did Sylvia lose a mom, by the way, her mom is not dead. I know it sounds like I'm talking like she's dead. She's not dead. But not only did Sylvia lose a mom, Alton lost, you know, a partner. I don't think I made them married. I don't think they ever got married. But, you know, someone that he obviously loved a lot. And so they, you know, there's more to him than meets the eye. He is a goofy guy, but he's not, I mean, he is an idiot, but he's not, like, ignorant, I guess I should say. He's not ignorant. And then we have, I haven't started the spread yet, but I think I do Luan, I don't know, I think I just do Isla and Luan's page at the same time. Like, I don't section it off. Luan, I don't know why, but when Luan's voice came out of my mouth, he was just Uncle Iroh. I don't know why, but he would just give these advices. Like, he was the man you went to when you needed advice, when you needed positivity, when you needed someone in your corner. But he's also very funny too because he just be saying shit. Like he uses that kind of the way he sounds wise, that ability to sound wise and thoughtful and smart. He uses that against people, specifically Alton, because he will talk Alton in circles and it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of like he uses that ability to kind of manipulate Alton's way of thinking or change his mind or something. And Alton's like, "Whoa, you're so smart. That's such a great idea." It's fucking hilarious. Luan also loves telling embarrassing stories of his son, Artem. And that's also hilarious. Artem absolutely fucking hates it. But, you know, that's what dads are for. Luan is basically like Sylvia's second dad because she also grew up with him, you know, and he took care of her like his child, you know, because Artem and Sylvia grew up together basically as siblings. So that's kind of like her second dad for real. And he's so fun. He's also very fun to play, and I miss him a lot. And then we have Isla. She's the final one. I didn't say any of these people's races or anything, classes. I didn't do any of that. Alton is an Eladrin. I think he's a bard. I don't know if he's something else, but I do know. I do think he's a bard. Luan is a halfling monk? Question mark. I know Artem's a monk. I think he's also a monk. Question mark. And Isla is a warlock? Question mark? Sorcerer? Maybe both. Maybe both. I can't believe I didn't look this up. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, but she's an Air Genasi? She looks like an Air Genasi, doesn't she? I think she is. Also, I know you're gonna watch this video, so can you put the actual correct classes and races in the comments for me? Thanks, love you. Anyways, uh, but Isla, like I said earlier, was basically Sylvia's second mom, or like her surrogate mother. She has always treated Sylvia like a child, like her child, you know? And even when Sylvia was about to leave to go help Mythica with her family situation, she said as much to Sylvia. Or I think she even said it before that. But she told Sylvia, like, the reason why I'm so hard on you and I worry about you so much is because, you know, I think of you like a daughter. Like, I think of you like my daughter. Because she's been there for Sylvia ever since Sylvia was born. And I think Isla even mentioned that she held some resentment towards Selena, Sylvia's mom, for leaving Sylvia and Alton behind. Because she saw firsthand how much it affected Alton, because he just, you know, like I said, he's a jovial person. But when Selena left, he absolutely was not. He kind of lost that spark for a little bit. So Isla saw that, how much that affected him, and then seeing Sylvia grow up, you know, without a mom and not knowing where her mother was, that affected Isla a lot. So she did say she has some resentment, but she also understands that being a full vampire, she understood that Selena's situation was precarious and a lot more complicated than they knew. So she tried to understand, you know. But Sylvia also reciprocated those feelings and said that she has always thought of Isla as a mom as well. So it was a very tender and sweet moment between those two. And I'm creating a little like tag, I guess, because since this is the first page of the Moonlit Trinity, I really wanted everyone's name somewhere. So when you turn open this first page, yeah, you got the adults, you got the parents, but you also can see who's coming up, who was the original members of the Moonlit Trinity. But this is how the spread turned out. I like it a lot. I had to put music in there because a lot of them play music, you know. They're a performing troupe. They do a lot of music and stuff. So that's really everything I did for them. I enjoy it. I had to put that sticker of the moon because Moonlit Trinity. But I had a great time doing this. I think it came out really well. Love these characters very, very much. Very dear to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!